Dump the gunk. Are you addicted to drugs? Well, let me rephrase that. Do you need caffeine to be able to function like a normal human being? If so, then you are in fact addicted to a drug. Don't worry, you're not alone. Studies show that 83% of adults around the world are caffeine addicts, consuming on average of 285 milligrams of caffeine a day, or about 3 cups of coffee. Now you might ask yourself, what's so bad about caffeine? Indeed, there are several known benefits to drinking caffeine, the most common being that it wakes you up. How does this work exactly? Well, the caffeine acts as a stimulant for the central nervous system. When it reaches the brain, it causes alertness, which makes you feel more awake and less tired. This is why caffeine is a common ingredient in many medications used to treat drowsiness and headaches. Some people drink caffeine to prevent stress or anxiety, and other people drink it simply to make them feel good. And for those who don't like the taste of coffee, can still get their daily dose of caffeine from other drinks such as energy drinks, tea, and soda. Caffeine seems pretty harmless, right? Well, if only consumed in small amounts every now and then, it can be pretty harmless. But unfortunately, most people who start drinking caffeine can't stop. People typically start drinking caffeine first thing in the morning after a lousy night's sleep to wake them up and prepare them for the day. Usually, by late afternoon, the caffeine wears off and the drowsiness starts kicking back in. For people who want to be awake in the afternoon, sometimes drink more caffeine to keep them awake. But this can lead to difficulties in falling asleep. This causes sleep deprivation, which leads to exhaustion in the mornings, which leads to more caffeine, and the cycle never seems to stop. People who drink an excessive amount of caffeine often causes reduced blood flow to the brain and can easily lead to negative side effects, such as headaches, dizziness, diarrhea, nausea, and vomiting. Don't worry, this probably does not mean morning sickness. In fact, caffeine can actually cause fertility issues and prevent pregnancy. So if you're trying to get pregnant, you might want to take a break from the caffeinated drinks for a while. Caffeine also prevents calcium absorption in the bones. This prevents the bones from growing correctly and can increase the risk of osteoporosis. So, are you ready to dump the gunk and give up caffeine now? Well, unfortunately, it's not that simple. In fact, it can be quite harmful for addicts to quit. Dropping caffeine all at once can easily lead to caffeine withdrawal, which results in headaches, depression, constipation, cramping, lack of concentration, anxiety, and insomnia. A much safer way to quit is to take baby steps and start by reducing caffeine uptake little by little. With this method, anyone can quit the most harsh caffeine addictions. So make the choice today. Quit the addiction, dump the gunk, and give up